Hello.
Hi, Elva.
How are you?
Hello from San Antonio, Texas, home of the Alamo and the San Antonio Spurs, which are not doing very well this year, but I know they're going to get better.
Okay, now you're getting political on us here because we don't all like the San Antonio Spurs.
Oh,
We're Dallas
who
Mavericks.
doesn't like the Spurs? Oh,
No.
no.
Dallas Mavericks. But anyway,
Anyway,
we won't talk sports.
no,
Sorry.
but we love basketball. How's that?
Yes, sure.
Okay.
Let's say that.
So we are celebrating today.
Oh, yeah.
We are celebrating, first of all, my son's birthday. This is David's birthday
Yay.
today. Yay.
Happy
Happy birthday, David.
birthday. Yay.
Yes.
Happy birthday,
And
David.
we're also celebrating, this is the 150th year of the Kentucky Derby, which is the most exciting 2 minutes of sports that there is. I watch it every year and I'm so excited that we're kind of, doing a little something, and we've kind of, the famous drink at the Kentucky Derby, of course, is the mint julep, which
Ooh,
I had never
yeah.
had in my life. So I thought, hey, let's try it. And Elva said, yeah, let's do it.
I
So
got
I
the
also have
ingredients.
Kentucky bourbon. So, hey,
Okay.
cheers to Kentucky.
Okay.
And I tried, mint julep is really strong. I can see why they give it to everybody there. So they continue to bet on the horses.
Well, teach us how to make it. Teach us how to make it because I don't know how to make it. I've got my
well,
ingredients all set out here. So
yeah. Okay,
what do we do?
let's do it. We
Okay.
can do yours because I've
All right.
already done mine. So
Okay.
yeah,
Got
let's
it.
do that. I've
All
got
right.
all my notes because, like I said, I've never made this
Yes.
before.
No, good
So
idea. By the way, do you have your Kentucky Derby hat?
I do.
Where is it?
I didn't know if, okay, I can bring it. I can wear it now. Hang on one second.
That's why we made it, right? You told me to make one. So I've got mine all ready to show you on my little chair here. Oh,
How
wow.
do I look?
You look
They always want to
beautiful.
go to the
Oh,
side.
I got some glue coming out of mine. Wow. Well, I made mine really quick, but that's beautiful. I love that hat.
We need to put that on our bucket list that we need to go to the Kentucky Derby one year.
Okay,
Not this
let's
year,
do it.
obviously, because we're not going to make it, but
Right.
next year.
That would be nice if we could. So we just wear our hats the whole time?
Why not, right?
Let's try it. Let's try it.
Okay, let's see what happens. Yeah.
Okay. And if you see
We'll
anything,
play it by ear.
if you see anything hanging down, it's just like glue strands. So don't freak out. Just glue.
Okay.
Okay, I can see them.
Okay, back to the drink.
Okay, I'm ready.
So you've got your mint
Yes.
and you've got your simple syrup. That's what you're going to
Yes.
do first. You're going to put that in and kind of do the muddle and squeeze
Okay.
it, or not squeeze it, but crush it.
How many mint leaves do you put in? Does it matter?
8 to 10.
Oh, okay. Good. All right. Oh, that mint is so strong.
I know it smells delicious though. It really reminds me of my mother's backyard when I was growing up in Eagle Pass, Texas, back in 1862.
Wow.
And she had mint growing in the backyard, and it grew like wildfire. It was everywhere, and
You look
I need
so
to try
young.
and grow some in my backyard.
You look so young for your age.
Thank you. I do look good for my age, don't
Must
I?
be the mints, right? All right. I've got the mint in my glass. Now what?
Okay, so you've got that, and then you've got the simple syrup in there
How
as
much?
well,
No, not yet.
which
How
is
much?
half an ounce.
Half an ounce. Okay.
Half an ounce of simple syrup.
Oh dear. Okay, I gotta put my glasses on to read this thingy.
Okay.
Okay.
Meanwhile, I'll take another drink.
Oh, I see the 0.5 ounce thing. Oh dear. Oh, some flour fill in there, but that's okay. Okay. A little too much. I should have pre-measured these ingredients. Sorry. Okay.
That's okay.
I've got that in there now.
Okay, perfect. And then you've already done with the.
Oh,
Okay, yeah, that you can.
And
use
I made the simple syrup, just a little bit of water and sugar together, heat it in a saucepan on the stove, make simple syrup. Yeah. And you said you bought a simple syrup. I didn't even know they sold it.
I bought it because I don't trust myself, cooking, baking, no, I don't do it. So I need a bartender, I need a cook, and I need a baker. So
don't we all? So
yeah.
muddle this, you said?
Yes, muddle that.
Okay.
Yes.
So I'm just trying to infuse the flavor.
Yes, and boy, does it work.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And then after that, you're going to add 2.5 ounces of your delicious Kentucky Bourbon.
Do I leave the mint leaves in the glass?
Yes,
Okay. All right. It's enough muddling. All
yes.
right. Let's get the glasses back on. How many ounces?
2.5 ounces.
Okay. 2.5 ounces. Where did those ounces go? Okay. I see it. Oh, dear.
And friends, if you're like me and have never tried this drink, had you tried it ever before?
No. Well, I don't like
Me
bourbon.
either. So if you haven't tried it, make it on Saturday.
Wait,
so you
that's
can
way
watch
too
it
much
drink.
bourbon. How many drinks is this making? Huh? No. No way. Are
Yeah,
you
that's why
kidding
I'm telling you. That's why they make it so strong, I guess, so everybody continues to bet while they're at the Kentucky
Wow.
Derby.
No,
It is.
okay.
It's a powerful drink, you
It
know.
is. Oh gosh. Okay. Well, I got the
Okay,
bourbon.
so then you got that in there, and
Yes.
then you're going to add your crushed ice.
Crushed ice. Okay, I got that.
Okay, perfect. So add that.
Okay. How
And
much?
then after you get that in there, you're going to stir a little.
Okay. Hold on,
And
my
then you
ice
put
is
in your pretty little leaves, not the leaves, but like the whole little stem with your little mint, like this.
okay. All right, I got the ice in there.
Okay,
I had a
perfect.
spoon, but I don't see it, so I'll have to use this. Just muddle it around. You say stir it around?
Yeah, a little bit, but
Okay.
yeah, the leaves should stay at the bottom. You don't
Okay.
want to mix them to the top.
Yeah, they're at the bottom.
And then you're going to put in like your little, see how I just kind of grab the
Okay.
whole thing, and
Yeah.
that's going to be like your little garnish. You're going to put that in there.
Beautiful. Okay.
And then you're good to go.
Wait.
And we're off to the races. We
No,
got
wait.
our cat. We got our mint julep.
Wait.
We
Didn't it say?
good.
Oh, wait, this is like straight bourbon with a little bit of sugar water. Didn't you say you could put a
Pretty
little
much.
splash of soda in it or something?
Honestly, I did, because I tried it the first time and I was like, holy cow, it was making
Okay.
me cough. It's very strong. Yeah.
Well, okay, I'll taste it without, but then I'll probably
Okay.
just have to need to add that. Oh,
Okay,
I'll
go
take
for it.
off
I
my
want to see what's
thing.
going to happen to you.
What, am I explode or something? Okay, it's not bad. It's
Oh,
very
wow, you're
strong.
stronger than I thought. Wow.
Yes.
Okay. No, I was coughing. I was like,
Oh yeah.
this is
No.
strong.
I mean, it tastes like a cocktail
Well,
you
then
get at a
back to,
restaurant.
cheers to the
Okay.
Kentucky Derby. We didn't
But
do
I'm gonna
our
put a
cheers.
little Diet Coke in there because I'm
Okay.
a Diet Coke fan. So
Yeah,
since
you can do that. Sure.
yeah, and I'll just stir that up a little bit. That seems
Yeah.
like it's very strong without it, but
It's
regardless, I
very
mean,
strong.
okay,
Cheers to the Kentucky
cheers.
Derby. Don't forget to watch on
Cheers.
Saturday, guys.
Yeah. Yes. The
Can you
Diet
smell
Coke,
the mint? Doesn't it smell good?
but that Diet
Yeah.
Coke added a little bit of like mellowness to it, not so
Okay,
much.
good.
Yes,
Yeah, that's the
delicious.
way I felt. I actually added a little bit of Topo Chico,
Okay.
and to me that made it not as strong, because the first one that I tried with just following the the ingredients, I was like, holy cow, this sucker is
Right.
strong.
Exactly. Well,
So
this
this
is
one is
very
much
good.
better.
I would
But
order
try
this
it,
at a
friends.
restaurant.
You're gonna like it. I think it's
And
it's
it's
a traditional
healthy.
drink
It's healthy
from
because it
the
has
Kentucky Derby. So you got to try it at least once, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right.
And then we have something else for you. Go ahead and tell
Yes.
them about what we're going to bake, Elva.
Okay, well, we are making a Kentucky, let me put this over here so I don't drop it. A Kentucky bourbon butter cake.
Yay. And so Nora is trying her hands at baking again. And so this will be my third time attempt. And the first two are strikeouts. So
No.
let's hope that it goes better this time. Somebody, write a
for
candle
sure.
for me or something. I don't know. We'll see.
It'll go great. Now, let me tell you too, if you don't like bourbon and you don't drink alcohol, you don't have to put the bourbon in there. I'm just going to move some things to my side here. Sorry, I have to get right here. Because I've watched some tutorials and some people just made it as a Kentucky butter cake. So they just leave out the bourbon.
Oh, from
I
the cake?
actually, yeah. Well, the cake doesn't actually have the bourbon in it. It's a glaze that you make, and that's going to go poured over it. That's the bourbon part. So we're gonna cook that.
But it does have the bourbon in the glaze, so
It has the bourbon in the glaze, correct?
and you can taste it. So
yes. Well, I hope so. I guess.
yeah.
But another thing I was thinking about doing, which I did not do, I was thinking about substituting the bourbon for rum because I like rum. But then I was like, no, I'm going to make it the Kentucky. And I even got the Kentucky bourbon, this Kentucky straight bourbon. So I wanted to go with, that the right way. So anyway, okay. So we're going to get started.
Me too. Let me show you
Okay.
my bottle then.
Okay, yeah.
And thankfully, this is a bottle that I won at as a door prize
Oh, it's
when I went to an event
beautiful.
at the rodeo. So
Wow.
just a lucky thing that I had it. And you know how things work in the universe. So I just, I was thinking, oh, okay, that's why I got this bottle, because I didn't know that I was going to have to make, a mint julep, but here it is. So
That's
perfect.
a beautiful bottle. That's probably very expensive too, compared to my little,
No idea.
bottle.
Yeah, it was a door prize, so I won it. I don't know.
Very nice. I love that. Yes. Okay. Well, let's get started. So this is
Okay.
it's a very traditional butter cake. So we're going to start with 1 cup of unsalted butter, and we have our
Okay.
mixers ready to start mixing. So
Yeah, and we're using this paddle, right?
yes, the paddle
Want to make
attachment.
sure. Okay, let me
Yes.
put that in first.
Okay. And I have my butters at room temperature.
Me
I-
too. Me
oh,
too. I
good.
actually did it this time.
Yay. And it makes it much easier. So I don't have them out of the wrapper, but I'm just taking them out right now. And I did
Yeah, I
already
didn't have
preheat
them on
my oven.
either, but that's what I'm doing.
Okay. I did already
And
preheat my oven
while
to
we're doing this, I want to
350.
tell you, and I'm sure you saw it already, is our live video that we did, or that I did rather, from the parade at King William, at the King William Fair. And I met the loveliest people there. Her name was Norma. Norma's brother, and Norma's husband. Don't ask me why I don't have Norma's brother and Norma's husband's names, but we just had the best time, and definitely
Hi,
want to
Norma.
see them again. Yeah, so say hi to Norma. They
Aw.
became our new subscribers, and she was fabulous. She was the best.
Aw, sweet. I saw her.
Yeah.
She was throwing confetti at everybody
Yeah,
who passed by. Yeah, she looks like a very fun person.
she
So
was very fun,
that's
very fun.
awesome.
Yes.
Awesome.
Okay,
Well,
so I've got
so
my butter in there. What's next?
now the King William, is that what is parade is part of the fiesta activities, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So there's different activities in different parts of the city of San Antonio.
Okay.
So it's all kind of under one umbrella, and it's called Fiesta, but each activity has its own little, title or whatever. So this was the King William Fair.
Okay.
And it's kind of in an old district part of San Antonio with the beautiful, older homes and historical homes. And it's one of my favorite, activities during Fiesta. And this was the first year that I made it to the parade on time.
Yay.
I was there, and with Norma the whole time. We had a great old time.
That's great. Well, so it looks like you had a lot of fun. Definitely. It's something
Yes.
to do for sure.
Absolutely.
Okay, so we've added our 2 sticks of butter, which equals 1
Yes.
cup of unsalted butter. Now we're going to add our 2 cups of sugar
Okay.
to the butter.
Got it.
So just
To the
pour
butter.
that
Okay.
into your mixer.
Okay. Got that.
All right, good. Now this mixing step said to do about 4 to 5 minutes of mixing. We may not spend that long doing it ourselves, just once you see it creamy. So
Okay.
I'm going to step over to the side here to get my little mixer. Oops, he's not up yet. There we go. And whenever you're ready, just start mixing away. We're just trying to incorporate the butter into the sugar and the sugar into the butter. So just mix. Oopsie.
Is my mixer too loud? Can you hear that?
I didn't hear it.
Okay, good.
Mine might sound loud too, but it's okay.
Okay, so like you said, we're not going to mix it for the 4 or 5 minutes. So mine looks pretty mixed. I'm just going to kind of move the sides down a little bit. And then I think we go to the eggs, right?
Yeah, as long as it looks like it's kind of congealed together, that's good. So now it's time to add actually, let me look at the steps. Okay, now they want us to add our eggs 1 at a time.
Okay.
So I have already put my 4 eggs. It is 4 eggs. I put the 4 eggs into this little bowl.
Okay.
And so I'm just going to try to add 1 egg in at a time and then do a little bit of mixing. My little mixer is a little bit far from me, so it's kind of making me reach here. I'm just going to pull it a little bit closer to me since I don't need that anymore without dropping my drink. Okay. Okay, so I'm just gonna start mixing my eggs in one at a time.
Okay, I did that.
And
I'm gonna
this is
keep
a
mixing
pretty
a little bit.
normal, mixing method where you always add your butter and your sugar together, then incorporate one egg in at a time.
Okay, I'm nice and mixed.
Okay.
Just scraping down the sides. Okay,
Okay, now it's really creamy, isn't it?
yeah, it really is.
Okay.
Okay, so what's our next step?
All right. Let me turn off my mixer. Oh. All right, turning off my mixer. Okay, let me go back to my other page. Okay, so now we're going to add our 1 tablespoon of vanilla. Just throw
Okay.
that right in. And then mix
Hold
that.
on, where's my vanilla? Here it is.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, let me get that.
Okay.
Okay,
Great.
got
All
it.
right. Great. So once that's all mixed in, you can scrape down your bowl a little bit.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, that's mixed in.
Okay, great. I just scraped down my bowl just a bit. And now we're done that. Okay, so now you're going to take all your dry ingredients.
Okay.
So the dry ingredients are 3 cups of all-purpose flour. I
Right.
got that in this white bowl. And then 1 teaspoon of kosher salt. And then 1 teaspoon of baking powder.
I got all
Then-
3 in them here.
Okay, good. And then half a
Yeah.
teaspoon of baking soda. And
Yeah.
then you mix those all into your main flour bowl. And then you
Okay.
just whisk it around a little bit, just so you make sure it's all incorporated into the flour pretty evenly. And by the
Okay.
way, some people that like to do gluten-free, you can definitely substitute gluten-free flour, and any gluten-free products for this cake is on, just read the recipe, just read your gluten-free flour, if it's a 1-to-1 exchange, etc. But
Okay.
the gluten-free flour works just as well in this recipe. I
So I think
actually
now we're
watched.
incorporating the flour
Yes.
with the buttermilk, right?
Yes, and you're going to add it in thirds. So just go
Okay.
ahead and add a third of your flour mixture now
Okay.
into this. I'm going to use my measuring cup because I don't want to get it everywhere. So there's a little bit. Once I think I have a third in, I'll go ahead and mix my bowl a little bit. Oh, yes. And then, like you said, it was 1 cup of whole buttermilk. Just add a little bit of that in.
Yeah. You
Third
know,
of
they
it.
don't sell buttermilk, or at least not at my local grocery store, in a small container. I had to buy this big old amount of buttermilk. I don't know what to do with that afterwards.
Well, yeah, you'll have to Google other recipes that use buttermilk and make some other recipes. I've done that before where I've bought a really big one, and either
Uh-huh.
that or, it goes bad in your refrigerator if you don't use it
Yeah.
within a certain amount of time. So
Yeah.
I just added my second flour and my second buttermilk.
Okay. Time for another drink.
Sorry, what? Oh, yeah, time for a little drinky. Okay, that sounds good to me. It's still good. It's very minty, but that's not bad. Okay.
Okay. I think this
Awesome.
mint julep is really kind of agreeing with me now.
Oh, really?
It's growing on me. I don't know.
Good. No, it's
Yeah.
different. It's different. It's something that you wouldn't, drink every day, I guess, a little different. But it tastes
Yeah.
fresh because of the mint. I feel like it's very fresh.
Yes.
All right,
exactly.
that's the end of my flour mixture. And then I'll add the rest of my, I may not have done that
Now, is
precisely.
yours kind of liquidy or is it not so liquidy?
Let me look. This is something I just learned. When you drink and bake, you care less about how everything goes. Because I didn't do it precisely as I might have if I was being more careful.
Okay, I love it. Yes, thank you. I love that idea.
Mine looks fairly thick. Let's read all the
I'm almost
instructions.
thinking mine needs more buttermilk.
Did you add a cup of buttermilk?
I did.
Oh, and you think it
No,
looks
I guess it's
too,
okay. Maybe that's the way it's supposed to look.
is it thick or is it thin?
It's kind of on the thicker side, but it's
Mine is
not
too.
real thin. I
No,
don't know
I
if you
think,
can see
yep, that's perfect. That's exactly what
Oh.
mine looks like. I think it's because it
Okay.
is like a pound cake, basically.
You're
So
right, because it's a pound cake. Yeah.
Mhm. So we add,
You know,
I
I've never
always,
baked a pound cake in my life.
well, you're doing it now. What I always do is I go back over my recipe, make sure I didn't forget anything. So
Okay.
the butter was the 1 cup of butter. We did 2 cups of sugar. We did the 4 eggs, 1
Yes.
tablespoon of vanilla. We did the flour, the kosher salt, baking powder, baking soda, and the buttermilk. So we did
And we made the drink and we drank the drink.
every time we say drink, we got to drink.
Drink. Okay.
Drink. Mm,
And we got our hats. So
That's right.
we are here.
we're set.
Okay.
Okay, so what we're doing, Nora and I are doing different, is I'm baking mine in a traditional bundt pan, which I put way out of reach. And that's what my bundt pan looks like. I went ahead and sprayed it with the Pam cooking spray, and then I added flour because they said that these stick really bad. So this was what
I
mine
did
looks like.
too. I'm
Oh,
doing
good.
it in these little buntettes or whatever you want to call
Those are
them, but I
darling.
also sprayed them. I've never used these before, so I don't know. It said that nothing would stick on them, but I thought I better not take a chance. So I used the
Yeah,
ham anyway, just to
good.
make
Yes.
sure. But
Yes.
anyway,
I think those are beautiful, and I've used those before at the bakery when we had the bakery, so I think they're going to come out delicious because they just peel off of the product really nicely.
oh,
So
really? Okay. Well, I hope
yes,
so.
yes, I think you'll do wonders. So the nice thing about the ones that you're doing is that you can serve them in individual servings, and which is really sweet and cute looking. I love that. And then I'm doing the
Right.
traditional cake today, so we'll get to see
Right.
what they look like both ways. So. All right, so all we have left to do right now is we're going to put it in our pans, and then we're going to stop here because I know mine takes a good 50 to 60 minutes to bake at 350, sorry.
Okay.
And yours probably will take a lot less time, but we'll let it bake.
No, I have no clue how long these will take because, the instructions were for a bundt cake,
Oh, okay. Well,
right?
you'll have to watch it then, but it's probably similar to like a cupcake, which only takes about, oh gosh, 20 minutes to bake at the most. But I would say start checking in it after about 10 or 12 minutes. And
Yeah.
you'll just stick a toothpick in it or, something that will show you what they look like. See if they're still wet inside but with this thick of a batter, I think it's gonna probably cook pretty quickly. So,
I hope they're going to come out okay. I hope mine are going to come out okay because I'm hoping
yes.
to give to my son, but
Oh, they are for sure. Now,
I
something
hope
I
so.
saw somebody who did this recipe, and what they did is they stopped here, and at this layer, they added like a layer of caramel in here that they had made like some salted
Oh, that
caramel,
would be delicious.
right? And now we're going to do something similar at the end when we add well, for this recipe, I'll be adding my bourbon flavoring into the top of the cake. But I thought that was a really cute idea. I guess that's how people make coffee cakes with the cinnamon inside and stuff like that. So,
Yeah, that would be delicious.
yes. So,
Okay,
like I said,
this is
it's a
going to
pretty
be,
thick batter. So it looks good.
it is a very thick batter. Let me see if I can even, kind of hard to scoop it into these little tiny little bunts.
Do you have a ice cream scoop? Because you could use your ice cream scoop, your little.
Well, it's working. I'm
Okay.
doing it with the spatula.
Okay, perfect. Good. All right, so this is it. I used all my batter. It's in there. I'm going to smooth it a little bit down so that when it bakes, it'll come out more smooth. Let me just put this right here. Sit right there, please. Okay. I'll just smooth it
Elva,
down.
we have so many new subscribers. Let's tell the new subscribers a little bit about ourselves because, as
Sure.
you know, they don't know. We hardly know.
Yes, that's true.
Um, yeah, we are in different cities. And Elva is in Georgia,
That's right. I
and
live
I am,
in outside at Atlanta,
well,
Georgia.
and I live in San Antonio, Texas.
Yes,
So this is the, it's kind of nice because this is the way we get together and we get to chat. And I am actually Elva's aunt,
that's right.
and she is my niece. But did we figure out how many months we are actually apart?
Well, first, earlier you said you were like 185 years old. So I don't know. The math on that was weird. I'm not that old. Yes,
Yeah.
we figured out that we are almost exactly 9 months apart. So our mothers may have been pregnant for our mothers, your mother, which was my grandmother, and then my mother, which
Right.
was your sister.
Right.
They had been pregnant for a very short period of time, but we're actually 9 months.
At the same time. Yeah.
But it wasn't long. And then you were born in April, and then I was
Yes.
born the following year in January. So for
Right.
a very short period of time, we're actually the same age. From January to April, we're the exact same age.
Yes. Yes.
And then you turn a year older in April, which you just did. So now
Yes.
you're a year older than me.
Right. Exactly. So, I mean, it's kind of interesting because we're pretty much the same age, but
Yes,
yet, yeah, she
sure.
is my niece, and I am her aunt. So,
But
she better listen to me.
and we grew up together. So like we were both born in Chicago, and we used to play together when we were little. And then we'd come when you moved to Texas, we would come and visit you in Texas. And
Right.
and then we kind of went different ways when we went to college and stuff like that. But we got back together after we had I guess after our kids were born. And but we've always been kind of talking to each other off and on, um, and seeing each other like weddings. You were in my wedding. I went to your wedding. Um, and so yeah, I wasn't saying which wedding. Number
I
one,
know.
two, number
I
three,
was
number
waiting
four,
for you to
number
say,
five, number six.
which wedding was that?
No, just
Okay.
kidding.
Hey, nobody's perfect. All right.
Hey, I have multiple weddings too. So and uh, funny thing is mine's the same
Well, yours was a little bit different. You were married to the same guys twice,
over and over for some
over
reason.
and over. Yeah.
No, he's a great guy.
But anyway, we've never really lived in the same city, except for when we were like very, very young and we lived in Chicago. But
That's
then after that, we've never lived in the same city. However, we have always stayed close, and
yeah.
I'm so happy about that.
I know. Our dream was to go to college together. But then
Yes,
I ended up falling in love with my high school sweetheart, and I stayed local.
and so did I.
And you did too. That's right.
Yep,
And we
yep.
both got married a year apart from each other too. So we that's why we attended each other's weddings and stuff like that. But yes, we definitely we are more like sisters than we are aunt and niece.
Yes,
But
exactly.
yeah. And the funny thing is, so Nora is the youngest sibling of that family. My mother was actually the oldest sibling, and that's why that's why my grandmother was pregnant at the same time as my mom was pregnant. So that's it. That's our story. And we're sticking to it.
That's our story. Yeah. So, but just wanted to let you know, the new subscribers, how we came about, and actually this all started. What was it, a year or two ago now? It's been.
Yeah, I think it's been a year and a half. But
Well,
yeah,
we were both in Dallas,
we
and
were.
we were just talking. And I'm going to put this over here because I'm going to grab the other one.
You did a great job. Yeah, my mother had just passed away, and luckily, I mean, I was so thankful Nora came into Dallas, and I was still living in, I guess, Dallas at that time. And she came in to spend Christmas with us, and we were just talking, and we're like, going through life. Now, we're obviously past our early years, that there's new challenges. And a lot of the things that we talk about on our channel is just how do we go through life, dealing with obviously loss of a parent is hard. having children growing up and moving away and being grown, and but still obviously parenting them in a small way. And then we do a lot of lifestyle stuff, just fun stuff. We both love Mel Robbins, so we talk a lot about her videos and some of the life lessons she teaches, and we do like summaries of her hour-and-a-half speeches and sessions. We do it in 12 minutes. We call it, what do we call it? Like the Cliff Notes of Mel Robbins or something like that.
Yeah.
We're up for another
But
one.
you know, we just have a good time. And that's what I was talking to Elva about just the other day. I said, as long as we're having a good time and we're sharing and, you know, you guys are enjoying it, we're enjoying it. So why not, right?
That's right. That's right. We've had fun doing it. This is the way we kind of stay in touch. Obviously, we text each other regularly as well, but this is our face-to-face time where we get to talk and see each other and wear silly hats and drink alcohol together. And then I did go and visit you last year, and you know what? It's your turn to come visit me now.
Well, you shouldn't have said that. Now I'm going to be there.
You should. And then
Yeah.
this summer, we're actually planning a trip to Jamestown, New York. We're going to fly into Buffalo. We're going to go to Jamestown. We're going to go to Niagara Falls. We're going to go to Canada. And because we're I Love Lucy fanatics. And so we have to go see the birthplace of I Love Lucy, of Lucille Ball. And she has a museum there. And we want to go see the museum. And we're inviting any of you that want to go with us. Oh my God.
Hey, that's a good idea. Come with us.
Yes.
We'll have a blast.
I know.
We've been trying to get to that museum for some time. So I'm so excited about going. So excited.
Now, you did fill those a little high, I just noticed. I probably wouldn't have put that much batter in them.
Well, because I have all this batter left.
Well, you could have saved it and made more after, but it's okay. You can see what's going to happen is you're going to end up cutting it off, because if you want it to lay flat, you're going to end up cutting off. And that's okay. You can make it into cake balls or something else, but
not worried about it. Hey, as long as they come out okay, I'm not worried about what they look like. Trust me.
Yeah. Well, you might want to put a pan in your oven if you have a sheet pan. Put
I'm
those.
going to put them in this
okay.
pan.
Oh, good, because
I'm going to keep them in here because this is all kind of flimsy. I wouldn't even know how to put that in my oven and have
no,
it,
you're right. You're right. You're right. So those look perfect. Those that you just showed me looked really good. The other ones were a little tall, but that's okay. You just see what happens with it and stuff like that. Don't worry about it. But we're going to put ours in the oven. We're going to take a break.
We're not going to worry about it because, as you said, as you drink and bake, it doesn't matter.
That's the name of this episode: drink and bake, and it doesn't matter. All right. Well, let's take a break here, and then we'll be back in a few minutes when our things come out of the oven. You know, an hour later. Who knows if we're still going to be able to talk or walk in an hour to drink these drinks. We'll see. All right. See you in a minute. My cake has come out of the oven.
And so has my little buntinis. I don't know if you can see them.
Wow, those are beautiful.
Yeah, they didn't come out too bad.
So you've already inverted them. Okay, so you're a little ahead of me. Okay, perfect.
Yes.
So while we were waiting for the cake to bake and you were waiting for yours to bake, we each made our glaze. And I did record how I made the glaze, and we're going to insert that video in right here. Okay, now we're going to make the glaze. And to make the glaze, we're just going to use a small saucepan. Put in your butter. And then you're going to add your sugar. And then I have the bourbon. You can go ahead and add that now too. And the last thing I have is vanilla, and I also added a little bit of salted caramel, so I'd give it a little salted caramel taste. And that's it. Now we're just going to watch it for a few minutes as it warms up, and it'll soon turn into a glaze. So you do want to watch it, stir it. Just make sure that you don't walk away from it, because obviously it could. Okay, so this smells wonderful. I can actually smell the bourbon. And salted caramel. You basically just stir this until you see that the glaze coats the back of the spoon. You can see how nicely it's coating the back of that spoon. So that's when you know it's ready. So I'm going to turn this off. I'm gonna let it cool down for just a few minutes, and then we'll move on to our next step of poking holes in the bottom of the cake.
Wonderful. Well, and I made a total of 25 little
Wow.
buntinis, which I'm really
Those are
impressed with
beautiful.
myself. Yeah, they look
Yes,
so cute. I was
they
like, wow,
are.
this was not hard at all. And I
Those
already
are great.
tried a few, actually 3.
You've already tried. Okay, well, I haven't gotten as
Yeah.
far as you have. So my cake came out of the oven about 10 minutes ago, and I've let it cool. But now this is the poke
Yes.
part. So I've got a
Yes.
little utensil here that I'm poking. You're not supposed to go all the way down to the bottom. You're just supposed to poke in random
Yes.
places. So I'm just
Yeah,
doing.
that's exactly what I did in mine. Since they're so
Oh,
small,
you
I
did
just
that
kind of
too?
did, just a few around and then just poured in the different
Oh,
syrup. But it was, I mean, they're delicious.
I didn't
But you
realize
know
you
what?
had
You
done
can
poke as
taste
well.
the bourbon, that's for sure.
Oh, okay. How long did you let yours cook for on the stove? Did you let it cook
I
for a
started
few
with
minutes?
16 minutes and then, you said maybe you should go a little bit longer. So I think it was a total like maybe 20.
No, your glaze. I meant your glaze.
Oh, the glaze. Oh, honestly, I don't know. And just until the sugar was all,
Dissolved. Okay, yeah.
dissolved.
Here are the holes that I've made. You can see them.
Good. Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
so now I'm going to go ahead and pour, like you said, pour the little glaze over it and just
And
try to
again, this is
fill those
our
holes.
Kentucky Derby
Yes,
buntet and bunt and our Kentucky Derby hat and
yes.
our Kentucky Derby. This is the drink that they serve at the Kentucky Derby. Not that I've ever been, but I'm hoping that we are
Right.
going to be there one day, right, Elva?
That would be fun. Yes. And you
And
mentioned at the beginning of the video that it's only like 2 minutes long. That's my
it's
type.
2 minutes long. Yeah,
I
you
love
have
that.
to like really be tuned in, and then it's over.
Well,
But
that's my type of
meanwhile,
sports. I wish sports were only like
yeah, so if
an
you want
hour long
something
or something.
quick and fast, hey, watch the
Exactly.
Kentucky Derby.
I
And
love
then, of
that.
course, you're going to have the traditional mint julep, which is what they have at the Kentucky Derby, which, as I had said before, I had never tried before, but it's actually very refreshing.
It is
And
good.
if you enjoy bourbon, you will enjoy this drink.
That's right. I don't really drink bourbon, but I thought with the mint in it and a little bit of simple syrup we put in, I thought it tastes really good.
I did too. It
I
does taste
recommend it.
really good. Yeah.
All right, so now I've done as much as I could. I mean, I've used half of the syrup, but I want to leave some of the syrup behind because obviously I want to put some on the top of the cake as well. And by the way,
Mhm.
I'll put all the instructions of how to make this under the description there of our video.
Good.
So now I've
Yes.
got this platter. Let me just move everything back a little bit so you can actually see what I'm doing here. So this is the fun part. We'll see what happens. Hopefully, hopefully if I floured my cake well and did the Pam spray well, that hopefully it all works. So let's take this part right here.
Okay, here we go. Drum roll.
Yes, this is the scary part. Okay, here we go. Okay.
And boom.
All right. Let's see if it's ready to fall out of that pan. And okay, it did
Hey,
well. Nice. So
very
here is
good.
the cake.
Looks
Yes.
good.
You can see it. It's
Mhm.
okay. So what I'm going to do now is just going to pour some over. Now, I was actually thinking before I made this that I would probably serve it with some pecans on top of it, and I didn't actually make my pecans. So
Because you always add pecans.
I do, and I like them toasted. So I'll
Yeah.
probably go back and toast them. Let's see if you can see that. But
Yes. Yeah, it
it
looks really good.
smells so good. It smells heavenly.
It
So
does smell really, really good.
yes, I'll probably do that. Another thing you could do is you could add some blueberries or some raspberries on top, but
Mhm,
I'm
mhm.
definitely a pecan girl, so I probably will just add
But
pecan.
yeah, everyone, if you've never tried this, which I had never tried it and never tried any of this, this type of cake, this pound cake with bourbon and also the mint julep, try it, give it a try,
Right.
and be ready for Saturday. Have it all ready and sit
I'll
in front
give
of
you a
your
look
TV. And
closer. That's
oh,
what
there
it
you
ends
go.
up looking like.
Nice.
That's really
Very
it.
good.
And it smells so good. It smelled really good baking as well, too. So
Nice.
that's how it turned out. And the
Good
next step
job.
will be to get a little fork and a little knife and cut it. I might wait. It's so warm and I love warm cake, but you can see outside has gotten quite late now. So might have to wait until
Yeah.
to actually taste the cake, or, you could actually even save it in your refrigerator if you wrap it well and save it for tomorrow and
Mhm. Yeah.
something like that. So that's another option.
And I'm
So
so happy and excited that these actually came out good. So
wonderful.
I think I've broken my spell of,
Yes.
things that are burnt or hard or just not come out right. Or so I'm happy about that.
I think it's just really all about following instructions. So you did
Yes.
very well on that.
Yes.
Well, it was a
Anyway, thank you
pleasure
so much
doing
for
this with
joining
you.
us, everyone.
Yes.
We were so happy to see you, and we're so glad that, for our new subscribers, we all, looking forward to new subscribers. Like and share and ring the bell so that you'll never miss any of our little videos, so we can come into your home and see you on a weekly basis. And we'll see you again because we have, what do we have coming up next, Elva? Is it Mother's Day?
We have Cinco de Mayo coming up too.
We have Cinco de Mayo.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
We'll
I
have
already
little
have a
video on that.
special recipe for Cinco de Mayo, so look forward to that,
Can't
guys.
wait.
Yeah,
Definitely. And then Mother's Day follows that. So
of
we'll
course.
be back soon. Thank you guys for watching. And hey, Nora, it was fun making this with you. I'm glad you tried it out. Yours looked delicious too. So
Thank you. Yours is as well. So thanks,
great job.
everybody. See you again.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, so after I hung up with Nora, I decided that I couldn't go tonight and not taste this cake. So I'm going to cut a little piece. And she said she already had tasted some of hers, so I feel kind of like I'm supposed to. And I just really can't resist not tasting it. So let me get a little piece here. Oh, it's still very warm, actually. Feels good. All right, well, let's see what it looks like on the inside. Okay, all right, so you can see some of that has dripped down inside of it, so that looks good. And there's actually a little pool of it right in the middle of it too, so somebody could dip their little fork in there and get some, but let's see how it tastes. See what the cake is very moist, very soft. It looks, let me show you a close up what it actually looks like. I'm not doing a great job of showing this to you, but there it is. Okay. Oh, it looks delicious. So let's taste and see what it tastes like. Mmm. So good. Mmm. I don't taste the bourbon. Notice that she tasted the bourbon in hers, but I cooked mine off, I think, because I spent a little bit more time cooking it. You'll see that video. So, so good, so moist, so soft. It's not overly sweet, I don't think, but it is very good. You have to make this. It's delicious. And I know you'll enjoy it too. Thanks again for watching. I'll finish eating my piece of cake after you leave. Bye-bye.